Imagine a person sitting at a quiet wooden desk. They have a simple piece of paper in front of them. On this paper, there are two columns. One column shows the money that arrives each month. The other column shows the money that leaves. The room is silent. There is a simple desire to understand how these numbers work together. Many people wonder why their balance does not change over time. They look at the numbers and see a pattern that stays the same. The main idea is very simple. Financial stability depends on the relationship between what comes in and what goes out. When these two amounts are the same, the total stays at zero. This is a neutral observation of math. To understand this more clearly, let us look at an everyday object. Think of a large water tank. At the top of the tank, there is a faucet. This faucet represents the money a person receives. When the faucet is turned on, water flows into the tank. The level should start to rise. But at the bottom of the tank, there is a drain. The drain represents the money spent on food, housing, and other things. If the drain is open at the same time as the faucet, the water behaves in a specific way. If the water leaves through the drain at the exact same speed it enters from the top, the level stays the same. The tank does not fill up, it does not empty. It does not matter how much water flows through the system. If the outflow matches the inflow, the tank remains mostly empty. We can see this clearly with very simple numbers. Imagine a person receives 100 units of money for their work. This is the total income. Now we look at the costs of living. Imagine the cost of rent, food, and clothes also totals 100 units. When we subtract the 100 units spent from the 100 units received, the result is 0. This is a mathematical balance. The scale is even on both sides. Now imagine the costs increase slightly. Perhaps the person spends 110 units instead of 100. The math shows that 100 minus 110 equals -10. In this situation, the balance is now less than 0. The scale has tipped. The scale stays at 0 or below because the two sides are tied together. When income increases, it is common for the spending to increase at the same rate. If the faucet opens wider, the drain often opens wider too. This keeps the water level from rising. It is a cycle of numbers that repeat every month. The educational takeaway is a matter of clear observation. Staying in a state with no extra funds is often a result of this equal flow. If the amount leaving the system is always equal to the amount entering, the total cannot grow. It is a simple rule of addition and subtraction. When we see the math, the situation becomes easier to understand. This perspective allows us to look at numbers without emotion. It is simply a study of how totals are formed. Understanding the balance is the first step in seeing how the system works. This content is intended to explain a basic mathematical concept. It provides a way to view the movement of money through a simple lens.